Champions League winners in Asia was quickly followed by Champions League success in Africa. And now it is time to move on, to find a new challenge, to find an even greater challenge. And so we have come here to the Couto Pereira Stadium, home of Coritiba in Brazil. A team struggling to find its former glory, but we have come the 4,744 miles all the way to Brazil. Our task to win major honours in South America. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, part 43, about to become Club 4, and we will be moving to Brazil in our attempt to win as many trophies as we can and to win at least 4 of the major honours in football. And we are about to move to CTB in Brazil. They are a club who have fallen from grace a little bit. They are currently third in the second division of the Brazilian League, Serie B, and they are a 3-star reputation club. They are a good club, but they've fallen from grace. They previously, last season, were in the third division. They have been promoted and they are challenging for promotion back to the first tier in Brazil, a place where they deserve to be, and hopefully we can take them back there. We have to restore this team to former glory. It's been an awkward season, shall we say. There have been a lot of good results. They started very, very well, but they've fallen away of late, and the results of late haven't been that great, and there have been a number of defeats, although they're keeping up their position in third in the table, and that's pretty good for a team that has just been promoted. They do play, which is quite interesting, in a diamond formation. Now, I haven't played in a diamond for a long time. I had thought that it might be an opportunity to play with the 3 at the back tactic that we have just come up with. But unfortunately, looking at these defenders, they are only left backs and right backs. They are not wing backs, and so the chances of playing with a 3 at the back are pretty small, unless this turns out to be misleading. There is a lack of wingers, so we are stuck with a narrow system, so we'll have to see what we've got when we arrive at the club. For now, we have to have a look at this. There's not very much we can do in terms of negotiating. I am going to be taking a wage cut, which is quite interesting, but I do need to have a different challenge. We do have 725k in the transfer budget. It's not a lot of money, but I think with this kind of challenge, this is more about developing players and selling them as well as winning trophies. And let's start the negotiations and let's see what we can do. Contracts, let's try and get that up a little bit because it is a little bit of a decrease, and they have accepted. We will finalize the deal and we will go to take up our post as the manager of CTB in Brazil, and in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Phil Oldman has left Sundowns to join CTP. Oldman, who of course most famously lifted the Asian Champions League with Hiroshima and then lifted the Champions League with Sundowns in Africa. And so we are about to take up our new position. And so I expect to have a welcome from Rubens de Andrade Silva, who is the president. The director of football is Fernando Dante de Silva, and the assistant manager is a guy called Andre. And the media prediction is that we will finish in second. I have no idea whether that's good enough for promotion. I would presume that it is. But we have to get back to former glory. All my focus on is, and they are thinking about a 4-3-3 formation here, but there is a lack of wingers. So I'm wondering how accurate the squad report was that I had while I was in South Africa. And there are a number of things that we need to go through. We have to play defensively solid football. We have become very good at doing that, but one of the big worries is to play direct football. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play direct football. We're not going to play counter-attacking football. I have my way of playing, and they are going to have to adapt to my way of playing. I don't adapt to teams. They adapt to me. And so we will get on with it, and we will confirm our position here at CTB. CTB being Curitiba Football Club. And so I have a number of things that I will need to sort through, and I will set all those things up, and then I'll come back and report to you, and then we'll play a fixture and we'll see where we are there. So for the moment, I'm just going to take 5 or 10 minutes out here, set all these things up, have a look at the squad, and then we'll come back and let you know how things are looking here. And so if we take a look at what we have in terms of players at the club, we can clearly see that the best player at the club, and indeed the highest wage earner, is Tiago Dombrowski. He is a centre-back, and he's a very good player, I guess, for this level. He's a second division player in Brazil. He's 24 years of age, and he's a 4.5-star player. He's an excellent player for this level. He's clearly the best player at the club. He's closely followed in terms of salary-wise by Atuesta and Lianco, both of whom are around the 15k mark. And they do seem to me to have a number of very good defenders at this club, especially centre-backs. And defensive midfielders and midfielders are good. And as you go forward up the pitch, it does seem to me that they are struggling in terms of attacking play. And so the instructions that we have to play defensive football, I think with the calibre of player we have at the back here, we should be able to play defensively solid. Scoring goals might be the problem that we have. The good news is that we are going to be able to try out this brand new tactic, the Alonso tactic that we made. And we have come up with a good team, a team that possibly could surprise a few people. I'm hoping that because the tactic is new, it'll confuse the AI and the match engine, and although the team are not familiar with it, we'll get them familiar with it. We're going to play, though, with a much shorter passing, with a slightly lower tempo. We're not going to be going gung-ho. We're not going to be counter-pressing and counter-attacking, at least not yet. And we're going to play with a high press, a high line, and we're going to do exactly what we have done previously, only in a different shape. It will be nice to try this out, and hopefully we will get off to a very, very good start. In terms of the schedule, there's a lot of football still left to be played. We're around about halfway through the season. I'm guessing that there's going to be a transfer window at some point coming up, although there doesn't seem to be a natural break. September maybe looks like where there's a few games, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to have to find all that out. I'm also going to have to familiarise myself with the rules of the competition, and just quickly looking through this, no more than 7 foreign players in the match squad, and that's a good thing. 5 subs from 12 named, which is interesting. Transfer windows, maximum squad side of 50 players. This is squad reputation. The transfer windows are Monday the 11th of January, so we do have one coming up Saturday the 3rd of July to the 2nd of August. This is just going to be for 1 month. In terms of money, we are over the wage budget by a long shot, and we need to get that down. Might need to sell a player or two. I think we have 1 or 2 defenders who could go out, and we do have 727,000 in the transfer budget. We'll have to look through here and see if there are players who are not getting the playing time and who can possibly be let go, and see what kind of money we can get for these players. And in terms of promotion, if we just look at the rules again, the first is promoted to the first division, second promoted. In fact, the first 4 are promoted to the first division. There's no playoffs here, and so we are going, I think, as we are in third at the moment, we are going to be promoted. I'm confident we can get this team, Curitiba, back into the first division and start making a challenge for the Brazilian title, the first division title. And let's see what we can do in terms of major competitions in Brazil. And so I think, with not much further ado, I'm going to let my assistant pick a football team, and we are going to go out and play a football match. And we'll have a look at my first game in charge of this team. It's going to be against JUV. I've no idea who they are, and they are top of the league. And so what a fixture to be going into for your first fixture. We're going to be playing the team top of the league. And if we can get a result here, I'll be very, very happy. I'll be happy to get a draw in my first appearance. I won't be too upset if we don't. The team are not familiar with the tactic. I'm just looking at the table. There's a ton of teams behind 4th position, all waiting to jump into these spots. So we have to try our best. We have to go and get a result if we can. Let's go out there. Let's go and give this JUV team a big surprise. Let's go and kick some balls. And so I thought we would, before we go to this game, take a look at the back four, the goalkeeper and the back three. And we're going to play with the three at the back. We have a goalkeeper who is a sweeper keeper on defence. He is Raphael William. He's probably not the greatest goalkeeper that I've ever come across. His aerial reach is pretty poor. And it is somewhere that we do need to probably buy, I think, get a new goalkeeper in. He's probably going to be okay for this level, but I don't feel really confident about him. And so, in terms of the goalkeeping department, not my number one there. And then where we are very strong at the back, we do have a number of very strong players. We have Tiago Dombrowski. We have just made him captain, and he's going to play on the wide centre-back on the left. He looks like he's a very good player for this level. I'm quite happy with him at the back. And then Sasme, who's also a very, very good player. He's probably very good in the air. He's 6'1", jumping reach is good, heading is good, can mark and can tackle. He looks like he's a very good player as well. And then Leanco today will play on the right-hand side of the three. He looks like a super player. 30 years old now, though, but looks a super defender, and he's going to be playing on the wide of the three, the right-hand side of the three. Looks like a very good player. And so the team for today is Raphael William with Lianco, Sasme and Dombrowski at the back. The wing-backs of Valdo and Raquelme. And then in midfield, Atuesta and Moreno with Boschilla, Kardec and Perotti will play as the pressing forward up front. This is a big test for us today. It's going to be a big, big test. They are top of the league. JUV are top of the league. And I would hope that we can get something out of this game. Be nice to me, FM, in our first game. And I'm going to tell them our home form's important. Go out there, make the difference, make me proud. Already they're starting to react to me. Lianco's feeling a little bit aggressive, but that's okay. We can keep an eye on him, and if he gets yellow carded, we'll have a quiet word in his ear. And at the moment, I'm not quite sure what colour we are. We are in the blue, and we do have the first highlight. It's an interesting kit we have with the blue and yellow shorts. And here's Raquelme. Raquelme has put us a goal up. What a start. And Raquelme from wing back. And we are about to find out how good this three at the back system is that we have come up with. We've decided not to counter-press, not to play into their hands, and to just not counter-press, not to counter-attack either. Just keep the ball. And we're about to find out how good this system is. It's Boschilla with the corner to the near post, and it's headed over the crossbar with the defense that we have. I'm just wondering if we should play for set pieces as well, because that would be a decent ploy. If we are that good, our defenders are that good, then the chances are we could score a lot of goals from set pieces. I'm not quite sure how that'll work out yet. I'm not sure how good we are at set pieces, and here's a worry. They do have a highlight. It's to the far post. It's headed clear. We need to get this clear. I'm aware that the number of highlights they need to score is not very many, and they have scored one highlight, one goal. And every time that there is a highlight here, it is a big worry for the opposition. They are checking to see. I think he was onside. He was well onside. The goal's awarded. And we do have to be very wary that if the opposition, if they have a highlight, they will score. And it takes us 4 or 5 highlights to score. And that was poor goalkeeping. And I've already identified that the goalkeeper is poor. And possibly, I don't need to see the offside. We'll take your word for it. And that is not great, because they're one-shot wonders again. They've had one highlight, one shot, one goal. And not very happy with all the attacks that we have put together. Unfortunately, though, we just haven't put the ball in the back of the net again. And here's Aluesta. He finds Licanco. And looking inside for Kardec. Kardec with a lovely pass to Raquelme. Raquelme is in good form, looking to get outside. Can he get the ball into the boxes? The referee is pointing to the spot. Is that going to be a penalty? Can we take the lead from the spot here? I think it was a penalty. Raquelme is making the most of it. I would be surprised if it's not, given the penalty is awarded. I got to admit, though, I am not a big fan of our kit. If I was going in real life as the manager, I'd be wanting to change those shorts colours. As Perotti steps up and scores, it's now 2-1, and I think thoroughly deserved. And I am a little perturbed by the fact that the amount of highlights needed by the opposition is only 1 or 2 to win a game, where we need to have 10 or 12 highlights to score a few goals. It is totally unbalanced, and I wish FM would sort that out. You can see they've had 1 shot, 1 highlight, 1 goal. We've had 9 so far and 2 goals. There's a big imbalance in that. And we do have another highlight, though, as Moreno finds Raquelme. That's a poor pass. We need to close them down. And we are actually doing a very good job of keeping them penned into their half. Can we win this ball? Lovely play. And here's Perotti. Perotti has a chance. He finds Kardic, and Kardic fires it over the crossbar. It was saved by the goalkeeper. It remains 2-1. It's a very, very good performance at the moment from the boys. We are dominating them. The system is working, and we could be getting a good 3 points here as Moreno brings the ball forward. Lovely pass to Boschilla. Boschilla turns. Can he get the ball into the box? He's been given as offside. Highlight comes to an end. And this will take us to third. This will keep us in third place if we get the 3 points here. And it's important that I think we do make a statement here today. And we're doing well. And I want to say to the boys, we are doing well. And even the goalkeeper's not having a bad game despite his poor performance for their goal. We are the better team, clearly the better team. Our passing is crisp and good. We're 60% of the possession. Our XG is far greater than theirs. And we are attacking a lot more. And the ball into the box, it's headed clear. It's going to come out to Kardic. Kardic, can he get the ball back into the box? He's looking to get to the byline. Can't find a way through. Needs support. Looks for his Lianco, the wide centre-back. Chance again. And is that another penalty, referee? Are we going to get another penalty? And I'm a bit worried about the opposition putting the boot in here. Do for home. JUV is having a word with the referee, but I think it's no penalty this time. I was pretty convinced that looked like a penalty to me, but it's not being given. And I think probably now it's time to think about making some changes here. And so for now, I'm waiting until the boys get tired. I've only made a couple of substitutions. I've brought on Heidegger at the back. And just going to wait. Kardic now is looking pretty tired, as well as Atuesta and Raquelme. I think now time to make our final changes. And so we have made our final changes, and we have identified a few things here. We are short of players in the attacking midfield department. And it's possible that's where we need to strengthen, and there's another chance that gets held by the goalkeeper just underneath the crossbar. We've been a much better team than the opposition today. We deserve to get the points from this game here today. What a start. We've beaten the team who are top of the league. What a start we have made. Well done, lads. Brilliant performance, and the new tactic has done okay. We keep our position in third place, but we've closed the gap on JUV. ATG are now 3 points ahead of us. We've done very well, and hopefully we will go on now and make the most of this. There are some players that positions that we do need to think about, do need to get strength in depth in, and we'll deal with that when the transfer window starts in July or August. I feel quite good about that result, and I'm going to play through to the end of June, and then we'll come back for the games at the beginning of July, and hopefully I'll be more familiar with the team, and we will have consolidated our place in the top 4. And so it's been a very, very good start. And if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe and click that bell so that you'll be updated when we upload future content to the channel. And I am a very, very happy manager. It's been a good move. It's been a very good start to my time here at Curitiba. And all that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we will see you in the next episode.